Hello fellow collectors and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we are taking a look at the Soundwave Spy Patrol 3rd Unit, which has got to be one of the busiest names I've heard for a Transformers release in recent memory, but here we are. So this is a Generation Selects. This came from Hasbro Pulse. As far as I know, that is the only way to get it. It is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive. I don't know if it'll eventually show up anywhere else, but this was announced at Toy Fair. And then it immediately went up for pre-order, which I did. And then I got this actually, I want to say a couple weeks ago at this point. So I apologize for the delay, but I'm actually very excited to check it out. We'll go ahead and open this up. And it's funny, the tray always sticks to the roof of the box. I don't know why. But I think that's pretty cool. You have the cassette up here at the top. I like that packaging a lot. And then we have 4 new cassettes. So we have Wing Thing, Scar, Knock, and Frenzy. Although if you're me, I count him as Rumble. I don't know. I'm sorry. I know he's only ever Rumble in the cartoon, but I don't care. The cartoon is what had the most influence on me as a kid. So Rumble is blue, Frenzy is red. Don't at me. Anyway, so you can see we have 4 new cassettes. 2 are from the Rat-Bat mold and 2 are from the Rumble Frenzy mold. So if we go ahead and lift this tray out, you have the transformation instructions. You have, I guess, some kind of warning. We're going to throw that away. And then I think it's pretty cool here. You have the other side of the cassette where you can see the tape spools. So I think that's pretty cool. I really think they went all out for this packaging. I like that quite a bit. But I'm going to go ahead and get these 4 out of this tray and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so here are the 4 out of the packaging. And I guess we'll start with these 2. Because these 2 kind of share a common theme that I want to get to in a minute. So we have Wing Thing, and I guess I'll acquiesce. I'll call him Frenzy, since that's what the directions specifically call him. But he looks good. I'm always happy when we get both of them, because in Titan's Return, for the longest time, they gave us Rumble. Now, they did eventually give us Frenzy in that Bumblebee 80s pack. So that was kind of cool that they eventually went back and did that, but it took way too long. And I thought these were even better than those weird, Palm Pilot things, so these actually look like cassettes. So I was very excited that they came back and, finished it off. Because I always hate when we only get one or the other. I want both of them. So, but yeah, in cassette mode, pretty basic. Transformation exactly the same as Rumble. You just swivel this around. This bends down. Oop. Okay. Then you're going to flip out the fists. Like so. Flip these out. Then you're going to bring these down at the shoulder. And there you go. There's the robot mode. So he looks great. A lot of really nice paint applications. All the paint here on the legs look great. Love the gold in the chest. Decepticon symbol looks really good. Nice silver there for the face. Whoa. My lights are freaking out there. Alright, try that again. The face, I think, looks really nice. So nice silver there. I really wish he had the red visor, like the cartoon, but what are you going to do? So for articulation, does the head move? I don't think the head move. The head might move. I thought the other one did. Yeah, the head does. Swivel side to side. Then you have a ball joint in the shoulder. Plus you have that little bit of movement from the transformation, in the actual chest part of the shoulder. Otherwise, because of the way the hands fold halfway into the forearm, there's no wrist articulation. But you do have a swivel here in the hip, out to the side, and then you have a ball joint in the knee. So, really cool figure. I like it a lot. I'm really happy to finally have both of them. And it even kind of looks like he has little pile drivers. Although you can attach the effect pieces to his hands, so it kind of looks like he's firing. I would have loved if they would have found a way to have the guns on the back, because I feel like that's an iconic part of their look. But I understand, and I'm happy with what we got. So, very, very cool. Now, moving on to Wing Thing. I had to do some research on this one, or I should say my friend Brian helped me do some research, but apparently Wing Thing was the name of the accessory that came with Action Master Soundwave back in the day. All the Action Masters had little partners that were usually an animal that transformed into a big gun or something. So apparently Soundwaves was a orange and gray bird vulture-y type creature or bat creature. It's hard to tell. That the creature from the original Action Master is very nondescript. But that was apparently called Wing Thing. So now what they do is they repaint Rat Bat all the time orange and call him Wing Thing. So apparently that's what we have going on here. But transformation wise, you're going to just flip the little feet down. And I thought they were on the same piece, but I guess they're not. You're going to flip the wings down and then bring them out. Like so. And then the bat head, you kind of have to flip forward and then get it to kind of drop down. There's 2 hinges in there, and it's a little difficult. I thought it was difficult with the original Rat Bat as well, but you can eventually get it so that the head sticks out like that. And there you go. There's Wing Thing. I mean, he's fine. He's very orange. Definitely his primary color. Got a little bit of black coloring for accent, a little bit of silver there. I like the Decepticon symbol on his chest. But I got to be honest, I would have preferred a Buzzsaw. It was right there. I mean, if you're going to give us both Rumble and Frenzy, why not give us both Laserbeak and Buzzsaw? All you would have had, instead of repainting Rat Bat as Wing Thing, they could have repainted Laserbeak as Buzzsaw. I think it's because they wanted to do one mold, you know, twice each, because we need the bat for what this is, and I'll get to that in a moment. So, okay, fine. But I would have much rather preferred Buzzsaw. So at this point, I don't think the Buzzsaw is ever coming. But it is what it is. So these two, Scar and Knock. What did I say this guy's name was? Hold on, I have to refer to the instructions. So you actually do get instructions, which I don't really need for help with transforming. But you can see Wing Thing and Frenzy. And then on this side, you can see Scar and Knock. So I don't know. I don't know if that's really their names. But these are the Power Masters for Double Dealer. So if you're familiar with Double Dealer at all, he had an Autobot Power Master and a Decepticon Power Master. And then depending on which one connected, he would transform either into the Robot mode, which was the Autobot mode, or he would transform into the, like, Condor, Vulture mode, whatever that bird flight mode he has is. If you've ever seen the Japanese Master Force cartoon, the human would transform. He would, you know, he had one Master Force bracelet that was an Autobot and one that was a Decepticon, and then depending on which one he wanted, he would have his, like, exoskeletal mode would have, like, kind of a bat head on the helmet and then wings, or it would have the just kind of like Autobot exoskeleton, and then that's how he would transform into the 2 modes. So that's what they've given us here. It's actually really, really cool. When I first saw these advertised, like when they first announced the set, I'm like, what are these two? And then someone was like, dude, they're obviously the Double Dealer Power Masters. And I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I didn't realize that, like, right away, because I'm such a huge Master Force fan. I can't believe that went right over my head. So I'm very excited about this. And if you've seen the pictures and things from Toy Fair about Double Dealer, he has a compartment in his chest that looks exactly like Soundwave's chest, so the cassette/Power Masters will be able to plug right in there, which is really cool. So I would love it if they would go back and do the rest of the Power Masters with things like this, because they could easily do, you give us like a 2-pack in the Micromaster line, just like they did for the earlier ones of these, of 2 Power Masters, and then do like Joyride and I guess they've already did Getaway in Titan's Return, but they could do it again. I'm still holding out hope that they repaint what is his name, Mirage, as Slapdash, because he even transforms the same. They look very similar, so I'm still kind of holding out hope that that becomes like a Generation Select. But at this point, I'm just rambling, so I'm just going to go ahead and transform these. So obviously, these are going to transform the exact same way. Now, to be fair, in Master Force, when he used the Decepticon bracelet, he didn't actually turn into a bat. He turned into like a humanoid with bat features. But I completely understand why they just went ahead and repainted Rat Bat here. And I'm perfectly fine with it, except for the fact that I can't transform this head. The joints are kind of stiff. There we go. So that's kind of cool. I really appreciate that. And then we have the Autobot Power Master. So yeah, I would honestly be okay if they just took this mold and just gave us a ton of different Power Masters. Even if, like, say for example, Power Master Optimus Prime that we got back in Titan's Return. Obviously there's no connection point. There's no like block on his chest to plug the Power Master into. Just give us a Power Master Optimus Prime repaint of one of these, and I'd be fine with it. I really would. I don't care that it doesn't have anywhere to connect. I just think it'd be fun to have. So you can see the head sculpt there. Really cool. Really nice paint applications. So I am absolutely psyched about these, and it's going to look so good once I finally get a Double Dealer. He comes out later this year, probably in the fall. I think it's September, October, somewhere in there. It's going to be so awesome to pose these with him and put it on. I have a Master Force shelf going. It's going to be such a really cool addition because I love this idea of using the cassettes as Power Masters. You know, they're about the same shape and whatnot, so it just makes sense. And all you have to do is tweak or slightly repaint something you already have, and it's such a perfect idea. I'm really happy they came up with it, I have to say. So I think this is a really cool set. If you are going to be getting Double Dealer later in the fall, I think you should definitely track it down. You know, even if you just want Frenzy to go with the Rumble you already have, I think you're going to want to track it down. And I'll be honest, as much as I don't care about Wing Thing at all, it's still a cool repaint. The orange is very bright and fun. The black goes well. Like, he looks good. I'm not going to say he doesn't look good. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I said, these three are what I was most excited about, and he kind of tagged along, but I'm okay with it. I was going to transform these guys and show you how they fit in Soundwave, but I feel like you've seen that. You know how it works. Do I really need to do that? Here's what will happen. You'll put it in Soundwave or Sound Blaster's chest. It'll fit very snugly, and then it'll be a problem to get out. You've seen it. You know how that works. I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to focus on these toys, these characters. Yes, you can put them in Soundwave and Sound Blaster's chests, but I always found like with these two molds, they didn't fit as easily as Laserbeak and Ravage did. I think because they're a little blockier, a little bit more like thick, for lack of a better term, they would always get snug and stuck, and it was always kind of a problem to either get the door to close or to get them out after you did get the door to close. So I kind of just leave them in the little robot mode at this point. But all four of these are great. I definitely recommend picking up this set if you can find it. I'm not sure if it's still available on Hasbro Pulse or not, but that would be where I would check. Otherwise, maybe eBay. I don't know. But definitely very excited about this set and definitely recommend picking it up. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video. And as always, thanks so much for watching.